What's up, Van Fam? We are live. For the first time, we are live on both YouTube and Instagram. What's up, guys? So, I'm a couple drinks in. I'm feeling a little tipsy. I'm feeling good. You want to grab a drink from the fridge while we get started?
Oh, sure.
So, I am drinking the Uinta Brewing Company birthday suit. It's kind of a little bit of a sour. And Paul...
I'm drinking...
is drinking... some ice cream, baby.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
So this is we get some hate, not hate. We get some love from you guys trying to tell us not to eat so much sugary food, which I completely agree with. So we found this ice cream at Whole Foods that's actually the primary ingredient is bananas. That's the only sweetener in here. So
yeah,
it's a little better for you.
So Paul's gonna be having his healthy ice cream, but I'm Chad.
And I'm Paul.
Orlando's over there enjoying his little toy that he's occupying his time with. We live full-time in our Storyteller Overland 2022.
No.
Sorry, 2020, not 2022 yet.
We're going to be talking today about the new 2022.
We're going to be talking, so there's a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about the big announcement Storyteller came out with on 4th of July. And all of the feedback and reaction to that. We're going to talk about how we stay cool in our van now that it's really hot using our Volta power system.
Ice cream.
And maybe we'll talk about our relationship, right? Our love for each other, how we make this work in such a tiny spot. But first, hop into the comments. We're going to be checking the comments on YouTube and on Instagram Live to see where people are chiming in from. Let us know if you have any questionable van life questions that we'll answer.
And give the video a thumbs up.
Yeah, tickle that like button, tap that like button. If you really don't like us, make sure to hit that thumbs down button twice so we know just how much you're not into us.
Can I give a shout out to some people on Instagram?
Yeah, give a shout out on Instagram.
Because we have some people watching us there.
Cool.
We have Go Van Go, just visited Ben and Jerry's factory. We have Falcor Van.
Hey, Falcor Van, what's up? We're going to see y'all soon.
We have Jason Wallsmith.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
I don't know how he's doing it.
The Rockin' Tourist.
He says, Falcor Van says, ice cream drink. Plant-based Whole Foods ice cream says, Mike 9 Crew. Cool.
All right, and on YouTube we got Brad. Brad saying, hey, thanks for having another live. Of course, Brad, it's our pleasure. We do it all for you.
Got Super Chat.
Super Chat. Wait, how do I do this?
Scroll down. Yep.
Oh, Laura, whoa! Laura, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. So Laura gave $99.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Laura. That's so
incredible.
Sweet. We really appreciate that.
Let us know if it was a mistake. We'll
if it's a mistake, we'll refund you. If it wasn't, let us know what dance to do if you want a special song, and we will be more than happy
I might have to go buy more ice cream.
You might have to buy more ice cream from Laura. Thank you so much. It's really
very sweet.
So, Alpha Dog says, where are the boys today? We are in Denver, outside of Denver, in Colorado. We're going to a Storyteller meetup tomorrow. And that's one of the things we love about this van. It's just the Storyteller community is always on point. There are a ton of meetups throughout the year. So we're going tomorrow to meet up with Jason and Emma from the Falcor Van. Check them out on Instagram, Falcor Van. And also their YouTube channel, The Rockin' Tourist. They tour around in a Storyteller Overland, just like ours, spreading love and joy through music. Really cool couple.
We'll do some Instagramming this weekend.
Yeah, we'll do some Instagramming this
follow
weekend,
us on Instagram. Everyone on YouTube, hop on your phone real quick. Go to Instagram, just add us. Check out our stories over the weekend because we'll be doing the Instagram stories.
Alpha Dog says he's been telling my peeps about Chad and Paul. Thank you, Alpha Dog. Salty Medic in the house, so we're ready to start. All right, so let's talk about the first big news, which is Storyteller Overland's launch on the 4th of July of their new vehicle, which is on the Ford Transit. Really cool. A lot of people have been asking for a Storyteller on a Transit. Storyteller listened, as they always do, and they made it happen. What do you think about the Transit?
So, I'm going to say it's a really smart move because not everyone wants a Sprinter van, which is what we live in. We love Sprinter van. We were unsure about Sprinter van before we got it. I think given the choice, when we started, we might have gone with the Ford Transit.
Yeah.
Gas, kind of drives more like a car than maybe a Sprinter does. I guess those are the biggest differences. But now we have a diesel in the Sprinter. We love it. I don't know if I could switch to Ford, or I don't think I would want to, but it's an amazing option for a lot of people. For a lot of people, having a diesel was a deal breaker, or a Sprinter, which kind of with the service, it's harder to find Mercedes dealers.
Yeah.
So I think for a lot of people, they can now get a Storyteller. It fits like everything that they want. So that is awesome that they're doing it.
Yeah, and for those of you who kind of don't know the difference between a Sprinter or a Transit or a ProMaster, we lived in a ProMaster, we live in a Sprinter now, and we have some friends that live in Transits. The differences are, so the ProMaster, gas engine, pretty low clearance. You don't see a lot going off-road. There aren't a lot of upfitters for them. They're more kind of... the ProMaster, yeah.
Oh, the ProMaster.
Yeah, the ProMaster. They're kind of just like more touring coaches, I would say.
I was too busy eating my ice cream and not listening to you.
That's okay. Happens a lot. We'll get there.
Only
we'll talk about our relationship later on in the video. Then you also have the Sprinter van, which is Mercedes van. It's a Sprinter. It's a diesel engine, which means that...
DEF?
Yeah, you have to use DEF, which is diesel exhaust fluid. So every month or so. Yeah, sure.
Even though you had a whole pint today?
Yeah, I had a whole pint of ice cream today. But I ran beforehand, so it was good. But Sprinter van, it's diesel. You have to fill with DEF. Maintenance can be a little more expensive, but you get an engine that'll run 1,000,000 miles if you keep up with it. Really great 4x4 off-roading capability, high clearance. And then you have the Transit, which is, they have gas and diesel, but the Storyteller is going to be on gas. It's got all-wheel drive, EcoBoost engine, solid engine. It drives a little bit zippier than Mercedes would, so it's a really solid chassis. Really excited about it. Yeah. But...
Oh, it's also a little bit... The inside is a tiny bit bigger than ours. Barely. I wouldn't even count it, but...
How much bigger?
Like an inch in all directions.
But you know what? Sometimes...
No joke.
Sometimes an inch is a deal breaker, right? Anyway.
Shout out to Storyteller Network and Captain Morgan.
Oh, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys? And Peter.
On
Instagram.
We're first time going live on Instagram. We're giving it a little shot.
Yeah. We're going to be going to, hopefully, the first place where you can publicly see the Transit. So we'll try to get inside one, kind of feel out. Does it feel a little bigger? How does it feel inside? Yeah. We're going to come to you guys live from that.
From Flagstaff,
Flagstaff.
Where I think that's where the Mode LT is going to be.
And we'll make a really crisp, nice video for it too.
Yeah. So make sure to follow that. But also Storyteller. So on July 4th, there was some people weren't exactly enthused after July 4th because people had put deposits on 2022s and they were hoping not the Transit, on just the Mode diesel 2022s, and they were hoping to hear more about the additional features that were coming out on July 4th. What we did get on July 4th was the pricing, and we got 99% of what the 2022 Storytellers are going to be like, which is the good news, essentially like what we have now. So we know most of the features. There are one or two confidential features that, every year manufacturers, tend to kind of upgrade vans based on user feedback. And Storyteller is one of those companies that is always listening, always improving, always innovating. So every year, expect kind of new things, new upgrades to be coming out. So those upgrades are going to be dropping at the end of September. Now, there were a couple...
Did you say Storyteller's always listening?
Yeah, they're always listening.
They have mics
through
in all the vans. They have mics in all the vans.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Now, if you're in the Facebook group, there were a couple people that expressed some disappointment about not hearing all of the features, which I get, but frankly, Storyteller, they're so transparent, and they wanted to make sure that they tested everything, that it was proven, that they got all the 2022 chassis. And if you're in the Facebook group, you'll see a letter from the CEO, Jeffrey Hunter.
Yeah.
And I just I get emotional talking about it, but it's just a company with a leadership from top to bottom, just does it right. They talked about the reasons, they talked about the why, they responded, and you don't see that in van manufacturers. So
and they really took ownership of it. Like Jeffrey said, look, guys, we know you guys, some of you are upset that we didn't release all the features. Yeah. But hey, we wanted to let you know that here's the reason why. Fully transparent about that, and you're going to know soon. Yeah. So it was really cool. You don't see letters like that from CEOs.
Never.
And that's a sign of a true leader right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
And what's interesting about Storyteller on the whole is they're so like, I don't know, just awesome at what they do, like the top of the top, that when they do something that is standard practice for most RV manufacturers, like if you look at it like Winnebago, Thor, they're always upgrading. People are putting deposits on things. They don't know the features, right? Some manufacturers and coaches have actually sold a lot of things and promised delivery dates that haven't even been delivered for a year, right? And
or they cancel entire models.
Yeah, right, exactly. Not to mention any names of those people. But Storyteller, like, they're so above board. Anytime they do something that's even just standard practice, people always expect so much more just because they're consistently, top of the line. So just hats off to Storyteller for that rollout. It was an awesome rollout. A lot of people are super excited about the Transit, and we're excited to see some of those confidential upgrades and innovations, hopefully in Flagstaff in September.
All right, I have an update on this ice cream. So this is the ice cream we got.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely not ice cream, but it is a frozen dessert.
We call it an ice cream.
We can call it an ice cream. It is good for what it is. I mean, the first ingredient is bananas. It's low sugar or low added sugar. So it's good for what it is, but it's definitely not ice cream.
Yeah.
But I feel better about eating it. I could probably eat this whole thing and
as
not feel guilty.
As long as you feel better. There you go. Gotta relieve yourself of some of that Jewish guilt, right? Oh, we got a super chat on YouTube. Brad the Man, pair character bowing down saying thank you. Thank you, Brad, for the $10 super chat. So sweet of you. Really appreciate it. Let's get to some of these comments and we'll talk a little bit more about the July 4th rollout.
There.
I did?
That's one. Right there.
Oh my gosh.
Rob
McNeil coming in with a super chat. $40. Sending love as always. Love the content and the recent RV shows. Thanks, Rob. Really appreciate that.
You guys are paying for our diesel or our groceries.
Yeah.
That's super nice.
Let us know if you have any dance requests or song requests or joke. Paul's really good at jokes, so Paul can tell a couple jokes or two. Do you want to hop in and see if there are any chats in the in Instagram?
People saying they love ice cream. David saying Jeffrey and the whole Storyteller crew have been amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Captain Morgan's in here.
Captain Morgan, up to no good, probably.
No good. Cool.
Love that guy. All right, let's see what's going on in the YouTube chat. So, ToyCarCollector.com says, I'm betting that you guys have a Transit Overland on order, most likely in the first 10 spots. Hey, why not? By the time they are ready, it will be time for something new. That's not a bad idea, actually.
It was very much Chaz's style.
That is my style, and there may be something on the way that I haven't told Paul about yet. Who knows? We'll see. That'll be for another video. Hey, from Salt Lake. Let's just move on, huh? You'll find out in due course. You'll find out. Scott is in Salt Lake where it's 102 degrees. So maybe we should talk about how we stay cool in the van. Because a lot of people... So I'm sweating a little bit, mostly because I'm on my... what was this, fourth drink? Also because we don't have the AC on right now because we wanted to give you guys the best sound quality possible. But we stay warm with our Empower power system, which is run by Volta. You want to give them a little breakdown on what Volta is?
Our battery pack for the house battery. In these RVs like vans, there's two batteries. One's the chassis battery, which is the one for the Mercedes. That's the front. That runs your starter battery, runs your the AC up in the front of the cab. It runs your display. But when you have the car off, that's not going to work. So we have a house battery that's inside the back of the van. That's what we run our AC off of, our refrigerator, our microwave, everything plugged in, all the lights, and we can do all that at once because of the really powerful lithium battery system we have in here thanks to Volta. So Volta is a company that makes these. They put them inside some Winnebagos, they put them inside Storytellers, and they're coming out with more and more. So yeah, it's huge. It's
12,000 watt hours.
12,000 watt hours, yes. 12 kilowatt hours, or if you want to say it like that. Mm-hmm. A huge inverter.
3,600 watts.
3,600 watts. And we have a second alternator so that when we drive the van, it charges it up. Now, how fast does it charge it up? Pretty dang fast. But we are going to be making a video all about that, about exactly how fast it will charge it up.
You're so cute when you get techie. When you talk about numbers, you talk about these, and you start pointing your fingers. It's very cute.
So I can't really show you guys right now, but there's the panels up there, and it shows you how much charge is left. We're at 40%. We've been running it. We've been mooch docking in a friend's driveway.
Yeah.
And that entire time we've been running the AC because we keep the dog in here sometimes.
Yep.
So we've been running the AC on and off. It's been 100 degrees all day. And
Yeah.
we're only at 40%. One of the reasons we're at 40% is actually a little bit lower. But then we drove here and then it charged it up.
Yeah.
Even though it was a short drive, charge it up.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where now that we've had Volta for the past 2 years that we've been nomadic. Before we had it in our Winnebago, and once you go Volta, you just can't go back. It's one of those things you don't have to think about power. And a lot of people say you can run the AC all night if you want. We've actually been able to find we can get multiple nights out of a single charge. But we'll probably be making a Volta video soon that talks about lithium batteries, power systems, and why Volta is such a great fit and why we're so happy to have it in our Storyteller.
Yeah, and the other thing that really helps is ice cream.
Ice cream.
It helps.
All right, we have a question from the Inverted Oak on YouTube. There are so many van companies. Why did you guys pick Storyteller? You want to go back and forth? Do a little...
Yeah, you start.
I'd say one of the things that I've been most blown away by is the community. And I don't know how they do it at Storyteller, but they've created this culture that just kind of pervades everyone that into the atmosphere, that everyone that has a storyteller. It's just a community like I've never been in before. First of all, these are not vans that are just sitting in campgrounds. These are vans where everyone's going out adventuring, mountain biking, fly fishing, canyoneering, rock climbing, like one wheeling, yeah, everything. So whenever you see a storyteller or you go to like a meetup, which I feel like they're happening on a monthly basis, there's just a love in that community, no matter what your political stripes are, what your beliefs are, everyone just comes together and communes and has fun and parties, and it's just awesome. And we'll probably do some Instagramming tomorrow. Jason and Emma from Falcor Van are hosting one, so we're going to hang out with them and have a blast.
Yeah, I think what really demonstrated that was like 3 weeks ago when we went to the Adventure Van Expo in Hood, Oregon. They had a whole bunch of vendors there. Storyteller was there as a vendor, but they also said, hey, we're going to reserve a whole section for people in Storytellers who want to camp there, because you could actually camp there.
Yeah.
We had so many Storytellers. They've made less than 600 of these vans of all Storytellers. And there was like 20 vans, 20 Storytellers there. Yeah. It was crazy when you think of what percentage of the overall owners base that is.
Yeah.
But we're all there, we're all hanging out, like we're all like instantly have that connection. They bought us breakfast one morning. It was just really cool.
And if you ever go to a van expo or whatever and Storyteller's there, that is where the party's going to be. So if you want to find the party, go to the Storyteller booth.
Oh, but why this van? Back to the original question.
Yeah.
One reason we could not get a van without Volta. I said Volta. And the other primary reason we got this van was because of the modality of it.
Yeah. That's why it's called the mode.
That's why it's called the mode. Being able to put up the rear bed during the day, so it opens up the back. With still having wide open windows. Yeah. It's just great.
Yeah, it's awesome. David Lowry says, place my order in Hood River. Nice. Let us know which one you got. What mode?
If you go... You're going to be screaming into the mic.
Oh, sorry.
That close.
Sorry, guys.
People on YouTube.
John Maley says, are you guys ambassadors of Storyteller Overland? No, we are not. So we actually don't have any relationship with Storyteller Overland other than the fact that we own one and we live in this van and we love them. So we talk about it because
they did buy us that free breakfast.
They did get us that free breakfast in Hood River, which we do have to disclose. A tasty vegetarian breakfast burrito and some donuts.
I want to give a shout out on Instagram to Where the Russos.
Hey, what's up?
They're here, and Todd
Joe
is
and
here.
Kate. What's up, y'all? How's it going?
So thanks, guys, for just stopping in.
So yeah, first time we're going on Instagram Live while we go on a YouTube Live. So either whichever device you prefer, feel free to jump in. So the Rogue Travelers asked what kind of ice cream you have. A vegan banana.
It's banana based, so it's only 1 gram of added sugar per serving.
Okay, let's see what other questions we have. You want to talk more about why we went with the Storyteller? Well, actually, maybe why we moved out of the Winnebago Travado into a Storyteller, because we've met a couple couples that followed us on YouTube and saw we went from the Travado to the Storyteller, and they are actually making the same transition. If you want to talk about our reasons behind it.
So those are the two primary reasons we moved in here. But why we moved out of the Travado was because of the lack of adaptability of it.
Yeah.
We had the floor plan that had 2 twin beds, which was really nice. I mean, we had separate beds, which for us worked. They were very comfy beds.
Yeah.
It was a very comfortable van in general, except when we were working, which was most of the time, so to speak. I mean, we weren't sleeping most of the time, is what I should say.
Yeah.
So when we tried to work, there was a very small kind of airplane style kind of desk I was able to work on with like just my laptop, and that was the only thing I could fit on there. And Chow had to lay down, or vice versa, but usually he had to lay down.
Yeah, he made me lay down.
And if you're laying down, imagine like being on a hot day, laying in bed just trying to do work.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
also
didn't
the
work.
quality of the Travado, just like after we're full time, so we do a lot of put a lot of wear and tear into coaches, and the quality of the Travado, I feel like we had to replace every button and every little drawer and hinge after 3 months, and there are all these little like plasticky doohickeys that cost a ton of money to replace. So that was those are some of the main reasons why we left the Travado and moved into a Storyteller.
So Todd on Instagram says, "Hey, give me your location in case I can make it before dark."
As long as you bring some delicious food.
No, we're actually mooch docking tonight with
Yeah,
some
we're at
friends,
my
so we
brother-
can't give the location.
Yeah, we're staying with a family outside of Denver, so we're mooch docking. But are you coming to the meetup in Evergreen tomorrow?
He said he was.
Nice. We'll see you
But
there.
that's the other cool thing is like, I feel like everywhere we go, we like basically travel with other storytellers now. Where it was like, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? There's so much caravanning in this community, so it's really cool.
D. Miller says, you guys are close to convincing me to get a Storyteller Mode LT for when I plan to go Nomad Mode next year. Nice.
I would
Congrats.
get on that soon because I'm pretty sure it's a limited run. They're not selling as many.
What?
That's what I thought I heard. I thought that's what they said. It's like a limited,
Really?
compared to the other models, there's not as many.
Oh, but it's not limited run. Maybe there's
No,
just
sorry,
not as many.
that's the incorrect thing I said.
Yeah.
What I meant was what I heard was that they're not selling as many.
They're
as
not
the sprinters.
producing as
They're
many.
not producing as many.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That's what they said. So they thought they're selling out quickly.
Brad says, thank you for hosting the Storyteller announcement play-by-play. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Love to the room. Brad's the man. Man, you guys are great. I just love, Sterling, Brad, Rob, Linda, everyone. I can't name everyone, but you guys, we love our community. We love you guys.
Are so sweet.
And we hope to see y'all on the road one day.
Yeah.
Chad needs a beast. I got one right here. You
Orlando,
should see this guy when he's hangry. Stay away.
That's why
Stay far
that's
away.
why I keep pints of this.
Have you guys washed the top of your van yet, and who did it? We haven't done a great job
Sprayed
with
it.
like we kind of just spray it and hope it kind of gets down, but we haven't gotten up there to actually wipe it down yet. So
We have to clean the van. That's
Yeah.
on our list.
Todd says he may be in Vail Pass tonight on Instagram. So we had this beautiful boondocking spot. We're in Vail. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw we were surrounded by sheep and shepherd dogs and horses. It was
really
gorgeous. Yeah, Vail was
We
beautiful.
should send that to Todd.
Yeah, Todd, we'll send you the coordinates for that
The
spot
sheep.
in Vail for the sheep. But there are a ton of. So right now we're obviously in a parking lot, but we've been staying at some really nice boondocking spots lately.
Oh yeah.
So don't worry, be happy. Asked, are the solar panels virtually useless considering the size of your batteries? I would say yeah. I'd say they're mostly cosmetic.
How many amps is it? 400?
I don't even know. I think it's less than that. The solar.
But they're like 100 or 200 each.
I don't know. When you have as much lithium power as we have, the amount that you draw from solar panels is really just a drop in a giant lake of unlimited power. Sorry, we were just watching Star Wars recently. But
We're always watching Star Wars.
yeah,
It's
but the most
continuous
efficient
loop.
way to charge this is by driving.
Oh, but the Beast does come with the auto start thing.
Yes. 90 total. So Captain Morgan says, so 90 total. Is that for the Mode LT? 90 total Mode LTs. Good to know.
Or maybe I meant, yeah. So that is a little
Rogue
bit-
Traveler says 2 YouTube videos with Jack Johnson are a must-watch for anyone new to the Storyteller. Oh, yeah. So those are the Volta videos. So Young Wa from Stone Nation did some videos with Jack Johnson from Volta too.
Yeah, Captain Morgan, who, those of you who don't know, Captain Morgan works for Storyteller. And he said they're making 90 of them.
Wow. So 90 Mode LT. So if you want one,
I also heard a rumor.
get on it.
Maybe you can help us. I heard this rumor that it's called the Mode LT because if you move the L over, then it says Model T, as in Ford Model T, the original Ford, and this is the original Ford Storyteller.
That's pretty nifty.
If that's not, that's a really good story that they should incorporate.
Yeah, that's a very good story to be told. So Brad on YouTube says Stone Nation needs to get Captain Morgan on. So Captain Morgan, you should hit up Young Wa, do a little interview on Stone Nation. Oh, Stone Nation in the house. So make sure to hop on over to Stone Nation's YouTube channel. Young Wa is a dear friend. We've done a lot of caravanning. She does some great interviews from people within the storyteller community, just about their lives, about their passions, why they moved into a Storyteller Overland. So make sure to hop on over to subscribe to STO Nation, Stone Nation on YouTube and Instagram. Chris just got a Verizon jetpack so I can work poolside.
Nice.
Yeah, we had. How do you want to tell a little bit about our internet setup actually? While I go through some of these comments,
because they can just go watch one of our most latest
Oh,
videos.
hop on over to our last video I think,
One
right?
or two ago.
One or two ago, where we talk all about our Wi-Fi setup.
But basically, yeah, we use hotspots, which are Verizon's name for them is Jetpack, but we use AT&T and T-Mobile one. So simple to use and very powerful.
Cool. Enrique Gonzalez on YouTube says, we are getting our Storyteller next month. Nice. Congrats. Let us know which one you're getting. And Rob is jealous of Enrique, of course. If you're getting the classic stealth or the beast, I'm curious to know. So we have a question. Where do you normally fill water when boondocking? Very good question. And one of our secrets is just to ask a store. So there are always a lot of gas stations will have water, but the potability of that water can be a little bit questionable. And I have never gone to a gas station where an attendant said with full confidence that their water was potable. They're always like, I wouldn't drink it, or you want to drink it. iOverlander and Seeker app have some things listed, but they don't have a ton. So honestly, I'll just go to a store and, with a spigot on the side, or even like an RV repair shop or whatever, and say, hey, is that water drinking water? Is it just from the tap in the city? And if the city water is good around here, then I'll just plug in, fill right up.
One thing I've heard other people do, other van lifers, is if like someone comes up to them and says, like, oh cool, your van's so cool, blah blah blah, and they'll be like super nice to them, and then say, hey, do you live around here? Do you have a hose? Can I get some water? And people said that works. That's basically what we did. I mean, because we're mooch docking, so we filled up from their water.
It's true. Crazy Phrases are on Instagram. Do you use Visible, bro?
It's Visible. Visible Mobile is in the video I talk about. That's an excellent service to use if you want a cheap cell phone plan that just works really well, and you can hotspot off of it. It's a good choice.
And then David on Instagram also said, just watched our Wi-Fi vid. Super informative. Oh, thanks, David. Really appreciate that. We have a question.
Oh, wait, you didn't want any more of this, did you?
Oh, dude.
I thought you ate a whole pint there, so you want the rest of it?
Look at that. So this is when Paul asks if I want the rest of it.
I thought you did
see how much is in there?
Wait.
There's nothing.
You said you had a whole pint today, and you were so full many times.
See, if we were in a house right now, I would kick Paul out into his room so he could reflect on what he's done.
I can go. There's a Whole Foods right there. I'll go buy you more.
No, I'm just kidding.
You don't want any more?
Nope, I'm good.
See, why would you give me a hard time about it? All right, I can't reach over there.
Terry asks, how do you manage to get water every day? So we don't usually get water every day. What we do is we'll fill up our the van water tank. So we have 21 gallons of fresh water. And so we filter it using a filter that goes down to, I think, 1 micron, which is the green Clear 2O little filter canister. So our water goes through that. And then we filter it a second time with our Berkey Sport water bottles or our Grail kind of French press water purifiers. But since we've been going to gyms a lot lately, or I've been trying to, we'll go and we have jerry cans that when we go to the gym, work out, we shower, we'll just fill up from their water at the gym, which is usually pretty good water.
Some of them have Anytime Fitness. Some of them have really nice water dispensers. They're like reverse osmosis, triple filtered, UV, blah blah blah. Yeah. And it's fresh and it's cold and it's like, oh, it's such good water.
Yeah. The Crazy Phrases on Instagram asked if there's a doghouse mode. I've actually been thinking, so when we were at the Expo, where was the second one? In Salt Lake.
Salt Lake, yep.
There are all these teardrop trailers. So I was thinking of buying a teardrop that we could pull, and that could be the doghouse. So whenever one of us gets in trouble, we could just kind of sulk back to the doghouse and reflect on what we've done.
Anyway, speaking of literal doghouses, we do have a friend who leaves her bed down in the back and then has this gate, I think from Canyon Adventure Vans. Mm-hmm. So the back underneath the bed is basically a dog area. Yeah, for her two dogs.
It's cool. So Extra Hobbies on YouTube asks, are you guys going to a Van Expo in Utah at the end of the month? So I think you're talking about the one in Logan, and we are not. So we're going to hit up some parks. We're going to go to Yellowstone, Glacier, we're going to Asheville, and then we're going to hang around Florida, Alabama a little bit, and then head up to the Flagstaff Expo in September.
Yep. And then road trip to Chattanooga
Expo.
The next expo.
Yeah, so that's the itinerary.
Which is pretty amazing because we never plan in advance, and we have until the middle of August planned.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, at least points along the way.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment for us.
Yeah, we rarely do that.
Yeah.
So our first year when we were living in a van, we tried to plan out everything, and we had all these itineraries of places we'd go and all the parks. But I feel like it kind of just sucked the fun out of traveling. You know, the most magical moments that have happened to us have been when we took a wrong turn and fell into something. Except for The Thing. That was a bad roadside attraction. You got to admit that, right?
It was worth the money for me.
Yeah.
If you guys ever see a billboard for The Thing,
see 100 billboards for The Thing.
You'll see 100 more, and then you should pull over and check it out.
All right, Skyhawk says, thank you guys for all the knowledge sharing. How many miles have you put on your classic? What are we at right now?
I think 17,000.
17,000 about? No, actually, I think we have to do our 20,000 mile service soon. So.
Yeah.
Nothing but love from Stone Nation. I have a feeling we are never getting a toilet review, says Don't Worry, Be Happy. So should we talk about pooping? Let's talk about pooping a little bit, huh?
We poop in there.
Yeah.
In stores.
Yeah. So we have the cassette toilet. Wow, look, he ripped open this toilet. So Orlando's up here, busy way chewing away. But we have a cassette toilet in here. I think it's like a 2.5 gallon capacity. We really only use it in emergencies. And to be honest, when we do use it, we put one of those compostable liner bags in it. And then we'll just go in that, tie it up, and throw it out. That's what works for us. We have friends that use the cassette toilet in here full time. It works for them. But honestly, we're either near a place where we can just use a public toilet so we can mess it up and not have to clean up. I need to temper myself when we're live. So we can use public facilities, or if we're camping, boondocking, we can just dig a cat hole and go in there. So that's what we do. But there's been some speculation that maybe one of the confidential things from Storyteller involves the bathroom or the toilet. So who knows? We'll have to see in September, potentially in Flagstaff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm in ice cream coma back here.
Yeah, I see that. You want some beer?
Okay.
So maybe now's an opportune time to talk about our relationship. What do you say?
Now that I finished my ice cream and have nothing to put in my mouth and you ask me tough questions. Sure.
What's been the hardest thing? Because in the Facebook group, someone was asking about how you live in a van full time with a partner, and I'd like to know, what's the toughest thing about living with me in a van?
You or like a person?
Let's start with a person and then transition to me.
It's just about personal time and personal space. It just doesn't exist in a van, so you gotta get out of the van. You gotta explore on your own. Take some you time. Mm-hmm. I like to go to the gym, so I'll go to the gym by myself. I'll hop on my one wheel. I love one wheeling, so I'll go around, just ride around. Yeah. Mm. And I think it's also has to be like respectful. So like if I'm like, if I'm just saying like, I need some me time. It's got to be okay, even if we're like 1 foot apart from you and I'm completely ignoring you. I'm just on my phone because like normally in a house I'd be like, okay, I'm just going to sneak off to another room so I could be by myself, you know, and then it wouldn't be awkward and weird because we're sitting next to each other, ignoring each other.
And I'm still learning how to do that. I'm very touchy-feely. Like, this is like my dream come true. I'm like, yeah, my babe's here. We can hang out all the time. And Paul likes his, like, his little...
Yeah, I need a lot of personal time.
Needs a lot of personal time.
Me time.
So what we've had to do is, like, Paul has headphones that he puts in where I know, like, okay, Paul's in his, you know, doing his thing. Or Paul will say, you know what, I need some space right now. And it's hard because when we were both kind of working more corporate office-based jobs, we would be away all day, and then we would come back, and it's like honeymoon time. We're like, there's the romance and the passion and cooking dinner. And now, like, we're literally next to each other every single second of every single day.
Yeah.
Even when one of us has to use the cassette toilet, the other person is literally within an arm's reach. So it takes getting used to.
Yeah. Stonation Life said, I'm surprised Paul hasn't installed a curtain to divide the van in half. I've actually thought about it. Not for that reason, but have thought about it. But, you know, I can sit in the front, like, captain's chair turned around, or I could actually sit on it the way it's supposed to be and just, like, not face Chad. And then Chad could be all the way in the back of the van, and we can do that in this van.
Yeah,
comfortably.
True. Yeah, and I actually feel like even though this van is shorter than our Travado, we have more space. Like, we can be in our own. I can be in my work zone in the back, in my CSS or GSS from Candy Adventure Vans, or you can kind of be in the front.
Yeah, you got to get out of the van.
Yeah,
you gotta do it. Which is, I mean, you don't want to exactly live in a van. You want to live out of a van anyway.
Right.
You know.
But, like, truth be told, I feel like we do spend more time in the van
than we
anticipate.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you got to get out of the van. You got to remind yourself.
Yeah, you have these visions when you do van life that it's like you're going to be, like, on the top of the mountain, you're going to be outside all day, and, like, you're going to be doing yoga, like, in your bikini with, like, music playing and stuff like that, and that's just, like, not the reality.
Yeah, we try to keep it real for you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm still trying to convince Paul to get in a bikini though for you guys. I feel like we get so many hits. Like, if we had a thumbnail of Paul just in a bikini playing ukulele, like, out of the back of the van,
I think YouTube would shut it down
because it would just be too hot. It would just blow their minds.
No, but we try to keep it real with you guys. Like, honestly, there's some times when we pull up, like, we've gone to, like, so many, like, beautiful locations, so many beautiful places, and then, like, we'll go to, like, another beautiful place, and sometimes we'll pull up, look around, be like, okay, cool, and just go back in the van and go on our phones.
It's true.
Because we're just, like, tired, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
It's like living life. Like, you can't be on vacation mode all day.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, which we don't want to take things for granted, right? Yeah. We know, like, this is an incredibly amazing life that we get to live. Yeah. I feel so blessed. We get to do it. We get to go out there and adventure. We never try to take that for granted, but you got to take care of yourself, and you got to be honest. We're not just going to post, like, these curated Instagram shots of us going like, yeah, you know, when that's not the reality. You know,
it's very true. Well said. Amen.
I don't know what the original question was, but I felt inspired to talk about
that.
You know why I felt inspired to talk about that? Because I was scrolling through Instagram today, and I saw this couple on there. I'm like, oh, they're such a cute couple. Like, they have amazing hair, amazing skin, you know. And then I'm like, why am I looking at this? You know, why am I, like, spending time thinking about this, you know? And it's just, like, not even real or attainable, you know? They're probably using a filter. Yeah. Probably took, like, 30 photographs to find, like, the perfect one. Yeah. And it's just, like, not the reality of the way life is for most people, and probably not even for them either. Yeah.
That's what you don't see is a lot of those kind of young van life Instagrammers, because, like, you'll pass them sometimes on these beautiful boondocking spots or trails, is you'll see them just, like, for hours setting up the shot, coming together, going, or like you said, like 30 shots. Yeah. And they are so out of the moment. Yeah. That's why we love following people like the Russos, you know, that are just, like, real and, like, real
it's
people
a big inspiration
and authentic. For us. And that's kind of what we strive for.
When we met them in Hood River, it was a huge inspiration. Just seeing the way that they actually made a video about this on YouTube, about the way they produce their YouTube videos. Yeah. Is very inspiring, because they say, you know, we need it to be easy because we want to, like, continue, we want to actually enjoy it and live in the moment. Yeah. And if we're getting, like, these fancy cameras and setting them up and trying to get the perfect shot, then it's ruining it for us, and they don't want that, and we don't want that either. So
And they really are who they are on YouTube. They're like the real deal.
And we try to do the same thing as well.
I'm
like Chad's just sweating right now.
I'm such a mess. I'm like a little... I need to stop drinking. We should probably turn on the AC soon.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some more questions. So Sterling, our dear friend, asks, how much dry food storage can there be for a storyteller?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, we actually, when we moved from our 21-foot Travado into this 19-foot storyteller, we didn't have to do anything with everything.
Well, except for the GSS. We got the GSS.
Right, but we didn't have to get rid of any stuff from our Travado that we brought in here.
I feel like we got rid of stuff because we're like, we don't need this. It was like we got junk.
Some clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
But everything fits, so I can't show you right now because we're all set up, but there are a ton of deep recessed drawers in the galley right here. Then above us, we have a full cabinet. Then we also added a headliner shelf over there.
That's a great storage solution.
Great storage. And then the GSS from Canyon Adventure Vans we have in here.
Huge. That like double our storage, I feel like.
Yeah. So yeah, hop on over on our YouTube channel. We have some tour videos of our van and our storage and kind of where we do it. So hit that up.
And I will say dry food storage is really like something we're discovering the value of recently. So I was struggling for a little bit actually like getting like enough food like in the van because I felt like every day I was like the fridge is a smaller fridge. It's not like a full-size fridge. You can store a lot in there for sure for the size of it, but it's not like the fridge you have at home. So you will be going food shopping more often than if you were at home. And that was kind of a struggle for me because I was like, how am I going to get enough food in this van? I felt like every day I was like, I'm running out of food. But then, you got to get creative. So we found like these things at Whole Foods, for instance, like pre-made rice packets with rice and beans. Yeah. And that's like one of our new staples. We love it. They don't have to be stored in the fridge, which is great. Yeah.
What's nice about this fridge too, and about, I guess, a van in general, is when we were in an apartment, I feel like our fridge was 90% condiments.
That's true.
What I mean? It's just like most fridges in Sticks and Bricks, it's just like 90%
expired
condiments with like just like an eighth of mayo in there at the bottom, like old food. And this, like everything, like all of our clothes, all of our food, like our rule is if we haven't used it or touched it in 2 weeks, it goes. Yeah. Except for emergency.
Yeah, emergency stuff.
But other than that.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Hey, Four Core Way. How's it going, guys? So don't worry, be happy asks on YouTube, if they didn't already have a dog, what would you say to a van lifer who was thinking of getting one?
I don't want Orlando to hear this.
I know, this is it's a love-hate relationship right here. No, we love having a dog.
Yeah, but there's two sides of the coin. Yeah. For one thing, he's just so sweet and we just love him. Yeah. So I'm happy he's part of our life. Also, maybe not Orlando, but a dog can be a really good protection.
Yeah.
Especially if you're by yourself, especially a bigger dog. He does bark quite loudly, for those of you who haven't heard him bark. And he does growl and bark at people who come up to the van, even if they're people we trust and know. So it's helpful that way. Yeah. But a dog can be a nuisance. We always have to come back for him. We can't go on really long hikes, like in some national parks where you're not allowed to hike with a dog.
I mean, technically we can because we can run the AC, we can monitor him, but we don't want to.
We have to come back and walk him eventually.
Yeah, we don't want to leave him for like 6 hours.
Oh yeah, because that's cruel. Yeah. So I mean, we got to get better, Chad and I, about putting him in doggy daycare and being comfortable with that.
I want to leave my baby.
And planning ahead for that. Which we did do. We went scuba diving in California off Catalina Island. That was a whole day event. Yeah. And we left him at doggy daycare, right? Mm-hmm. I don't remember the doggy daycare we left him at.
Yeah, it was that big one.
Oh, yeah. So we left him there, and that worked, so... Yeah.
But we're thinking about doing some more diving in Florida this winter. If you want to see some dive vlogs, check that out.
I will have to buy a new underwater camera, because I broke it in Catalina Island.
We had a whole vlog planned, and no fish were videoed, So yeah, I'd say yes on the dog overall. I feel like it's worth it.
Which hat got... Oh yeah, so the crazy phrase to say, which hat got traded out for the new one?
This is my new Fjell Raven hat. The Stream to Sea got traded out.
I got a Storyteller hat. Chad's upset. He doesn't know it. I have 3 hats right now.
3 hats?
Well, because
What do you need with 3 hats?
I have a favorite hat, and then I have my Owl Vans hat, which I also think is it's a different style and it's really nice. And this one is my lightweight hot weather hat because it's too hot to wear my other hats.
Are you hiding them where you're hiding the cookies?
There's no more cookies. I ate them all.
I don't believe it. All right, so Will on YouTube asks, has the 4-wheel drive been worth it, or have most of the boondocking situations only needed 2-wheel drive?
Yes and yes.
Yeah. So for us, we were a little bit nervous at first doing a lot of off-roading. Just because, I don't know, when we were in our ProMaster, we couldn't really do it, so we didn't. But thankfully our friend Todd, who's chatting with us on Instagram Live right now, he lives his life full send and he just goes for it.
YOLO.
So watching him go for some of these trails, like, and even like fail some, like kind of slip down a little bit and have to turn around, got us feeling a little more comfortable. And he took us out, and we were with this group from Warner Vans in Salt Lake City, which we love them too. Really great company. And so we all went out as a group. So someone had a winch, we didn't have one, and could get us out of a situation. And we feel more comfortable. So it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we're getting more comfortable going off road.
Yeah.
We dial in the shocks to the loosest setting, so it's a little bit nicer, and turn on that 4-wheel drive and full send.
Yeah, as Todd says. Yeah.
Let us know if you guys can hear the AC. It's pretty quiet as far as ACs go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Canyon Adventure Vans, who just
Canyon
joined
Adventure
us
Vans.
on the IG,
Yeah. So
Instagram.
we were just talking about our relationship and how to stay married in a van, and we owe our marriage to Jason from Canyon Adventure Vans, because he was able to kind of set up the van in such a way that we could each get our own personal space. So in the GSS and CSS in the back, I can sit and do my thing. Paul can sit and do his thing at the lagoon table that we got here from Canyon. So yeah, love Canyon Adventure Vans. If you're in a Storyteller or a Revel, right, I would definitely hop on over to Canyon Adventure Vans website and see some of the goodies that you can upfit your van into.
Canyon Adventure Vans says, haha, love you guys.
Love
Thanks,
you guys.
Jason.
Yeah. So Brian on YouTube asks us, how are we affording this? That's a good question. We've been meaning to do a video about our finances and budgeting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But for us, so we're full-time. And we used to live in Brooklyn, we had an apartment there, and then we lived in Palm Beach for a bit. And so monthly expense-wise, we're saving a ton of money living in a van. And if you look at like your monthly payment on a van like this versus a mortgage, at least for us and our lifestyle, we're saving a ton of money.
Yeah. So one of the cool things about Storytellers, again, we're not ambassadors for Storytellers.
Yeah, maybe we should we genuinely love this van and this community from the bottom of our hearts. So if you feel like we're going on too much about Storyteller, let us know. We do have some other videos planned.
It honestly is like a big part of our life, because the community, I mean, they're just great, and hanging out with them.
Yeah. We probably talk to someone who owns a Storyteller, or meet up with someone who's in a Storyteller. Yeah, every day.
Anyway, so they are technically an RV company. So you can buy them through RV dealers, which means you do get the same financing that you would if you bought any other RV. So that helps a lot. So you don't have to pay all of it up front. You can make the monthly payments. It's very straightforward because it's just like an RV. So
someone asked a question on Instagram.
Todd says there's going to be repeat off-roading adventures. Steve?
Yes.
What it says? I'm squinting. It's very small. What are you guys doing about a spare tire? Did you get one for the back?
So the Classic and the Sprinters come with a spare tire underneath, which my mom's happy about because we did not have a spare in our Travato. But if you're going to do a lot of off-roading, the recommendation is really to get a spare on the rear, on the back, so you can access it easily. Also looks really cool. And the Beast mode comes with the tire, with the spare in the rear.
Yeah.
But you can also go to Owl Vans, and they'll hook you up with a rear, a spare tire holder, a ladder, a whole bunch of really cool stuff around the outside of the van. We actually got our suspension from them, And we got our pedal control from them as well for our sprinters. So Alvans if you want.
I think something's wrong with Instagram here.
Really?
I don't know, this thing's flashing and the crazy phrases say they can't hear us.
Huh.
So I don't know what all that means. I think it was because I got an Amber Alert.
Audio is super spotty.
Yeah.
Sorry, Instagram.
We got an Amber Alert on the phone, and then, let me try this. Maybe this thing works. That might have to shut the
Our audio is a little spotty on Instagram, so we
gotta do my
may
Face ID.
have issues there. But I'm going to hop back into this YouTube
That might have
chat.
fixed it. I don't think it did, though.
Let us know on Instagram if you can hear us a little better. Everyone's dropping like fries. But we'll switch over. So on YouTube, I'm going to hop into the chat now. So Will asks, how do you store clothes? I'm in a Winnebago Solus 59PX, and we have a lot of cabinets, but struggling keeping it organized. So that's a good question about the clothes. So Paul's working on Instagram right now. You can even just restart it probably. But so clothes-wise, we're minimalist, so we've really shrunk our wardrobe a lot, and I feel like we have a good hold on wearing everything multiple times and then washing it. So I have a very simple wardrobe. I don't know if you guys remember Doug, the cartoon, Doug Funny, but if you open his closet, you would see literally just the same shirts and the same pants. And that's pretty much what I have. I think I have 8 or 9 t-shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, and 2 pants, and then jackets, and that's pretty much it. And we kind of, what's her name? Mary Kondo?
Yeah.
Right? We tuck and roll and into tight little rolly things and put it in there, and everything fits.
Yeah.
There is some space where you kind of hang things in the back, some hooks, but I don't have any office clothes that need to look fly and press, so we don't do that.
So we're back on Instagram. Sorry, guys. Audio cut out. Don't know why. I think it was because we got an Amber Alert on the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have similar clothes situation. Yeah. Just not as Doug Funny as you.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember Doug, but every time I saw it, my dream was like, I just gotta get this guy's wardrobe. It's like the same with all the kind of tech entrepreneurs. Like, you wear the same thing, you don't have to think about it, especially in a van.
Now I'm stressing out because I have 3 hats. I don't know which one to wear every day.
Yeah, it's true. And also these shirts are super moisture wicking, so you can wear them a couple days in a row without stinking. So that's what we do.
More than just a few.
So Marla asks, please go over again what I need installed to get the hotspot cell thing you went over in your other video.
I'm having a new sound system installed and want them to do it at the same time. Oh, so the only thing, Maria, that you may want to consider having a company install for you is a WeBoost. So the WeBoost is the antenna that you see on a lot of RVs and vans. For the most part, that's what it is. And basically what it does is it takes the signal, the cell phone tower signal from outside, and it boosts it inside the van because your van's made of metal and it blocks the cell phone signal. So that's the only thing I would consider. And I say consider because you don't need it all the time. You really only need it in areas where your cell coverage isn't that fast, isn't that good. So we leave ours off most of the time. But if we pull up somewhere and I try everything else and it doesn't work, then I turn on the cell boost and see if it boosts the signal. So for instance, where we're mooch docking in the driveway, first thing we check our AT&T hotspot. That's usually the best hotspot we have. And if that wasn't working too well, very slow speeds. So then I try the T-Mobile one, very slow speeds. Then I try our phones. We hotspot off our phones, which are Verizon, slow. Turn on the WeBoost. Everything works at least well enough to watch YouTube videos. So it went from the difference of not being able to load any website to being able to watch YouTube because we turn on the cell boost. So that's the only thing I would consider asking someone to install. But go out there and use your rig. If you encounter problems where you're just like, oh man, I wish I had cell phone signal, I wish I had stronger signal, then you can go and get the WeBoost would be my recommendation. But otherwise, all we use are these guys, these hotspots. They sell a bunch of them. In that video I mentioned, I linked up to this one because this one works great. This works with T-Mobile or AT&T, so you can get SIM cards for them, plug them in here. You should, contact those companies. They have one specifically for hotspots. Plug them in here, and these things work. These are the best things that we found. We tried the fancy stuff, Cradle Point, PepWave, these other things that were just way too fancy, and couldn't get speeds as good as this.
I feel like that's one of the biggest misconceptions I had about the WeBoost, and a lot of people think, is they should just leave it on all the time.
No.
But it can actually make your reception worse. When it works, it's like a godsend, and it's like, thank God I have it. But it's one of those things where we try everything first, and then if we can't get good enough service, like you said, then stick it out.
And in the video, I also linked up a antenna. I accidentally called it an unidirectional.
Omnidirectional.
I accidentally called it an omnidirectional. I meant to call it a unidirectional. Whatever. But
Paul
the point is,
Paul was very upset about
I was very
that.
upset.
But, it was okay.
The point is, that's that little $40 antenna, and this requires no installation and works the best.
Yeah.
It's great.
But if you are going to be boondocking, out in some remote areas, the WeBoost will be a huge boost for you, because that will take you from literally no service, which could be, I don't know, if you're in a dangerous situation, whatever, it could be really bad, to like 2, sometimes 3 bars of service. So.
But for that, you have to have a hole drilled in your roof. Some of the Winnebagos contain a access port.
Yeah.
That's just like a plastic thing you have to drill through. But most vans won't have that. So Al Vans and Canyon Adventure Vans installs those now. Right?
Yeah.
I think Canyon Adventure Van does them now.
Yep, and they do the cool little...
Oh yeah, Canyon does that one.
One where you can click a button and it goes up and down, which is really cool. Heather on YouTube asks, do you have any appliances besides the microwave?
We have the induction cooktop. Came with the Storyteller. No. People have
Instant Pots. Some people have.
What's the blender? The NutriBullet.
NutriBullets, yeah, but we don't have that. We live a very simple life. Minimum.
Well, we've considered getting the NutriBullet.
Yeah.
But freezer space is the biggest issue.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know, we've gotten it down to a science, I feel like, and like what we eat, like everything's like very measured and not wasteful. So, but we thought about getting things. I don't know. Maybe in the future.
It's really great.
Maybe in the future.
Shout out to Al Van Engineering.
Al Vans, what's up?
And
in the
Crazy
house.
Crazies are back. Of course, Canyon Adventure Van's back.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys, for...
So if you want to upfit your van, whether it is a Sprinter or some of these Transits we're seeing more, hit up Al Vans, Canyon Adventure Vans. We love them both. Great companies doing really great work. Manufacturing in the United States. Really great companies. Really cool people, too. So Sterling asks, I like the air conditioning on pretty much 24/7 at the coldest setting during the warmer months, so is that possible for a Storyteller? Yes, and it's the reason why we're in the Storyteller, why we want that Volta power system.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we can get 2 full nights of AC use and probably more. We're going to run some tests, depending on conditions, of course. But depending on the Storyteller you get, so if you get the Beast Mode Storyteller, you can actually run a manual charge just parked, right? So let's say you're running your air conditioner off your Volta, maybe it goes, 12 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, whatever. Then if your power's all the way down, you can run it into high idle mode, and so the engine will start and then it'll charge up that battery. So you can kind of go indefinitely. It's why we say we have unlimited power! And if you don't get the Beast Mode, you can upfit it with what is it called? Mid-City Engineering. They have a way that you can, a workaround you can use to be able to have a manual charge.
I wouldn't be surprised if the LT comes with it.
Yeah, the LT might. So that could be one of the confidential features coming out on that Storyteller Mode LT, the transit version, because one of the reasons why you can't it doesn't come stock. Yeah. One of the reasons why you can't easily do a manual charge on a diesel engine is the emissions. You're not supposed to be running it that way. But for a gas engine, you can easily do a manual charge. So fingers crossed, maybe that's what Storyteller might have coming out on the Transit. We'll see.
We have an interesting question in Instagram. First...
And for those of you who are just joining, we're on YouTube Live and Instagram Live.
So the Crazy Phrases say... Can any of these recommended mods work on a Travado, or should we just leave it on the side of a road? So that was a bit of a troll comment. We'll let that one stand unanswered. Just Over the River said, do you have any cute decor items that serve no other purpose? Chad.
No.
No. Chad.
No.
Is my answer.
Oh, I'm your... I wasn't sure whether I should be happy about that or offended. I guess I'm at least cute, right?
Yeah.
I'm easy on the eyes. That's funny.
Yeah, the answer is no, honestly.
Yeah, we don't. We're very minimalist.
Yeah, we've thought about it. We were going to buy some succulents for the front cups, which we should do that.
Yeah,
it would look great.
Yeah. But then I feel like you drive, it spills over.
No, it fits right in the little cup in the front.
I guess we could.
We love the look of the inside of the van. This wall is really nice. Oh wait, that's a lie. We have patches.
Oh yeah.
So whenever we go to events, people give out these patches, and we
did our Canyon Adventure Vans patch.
Storyteller. This came with it.
Flare
Space.
Space.
Our favorite.
Flare Space has got some really cool branding.
Also because I like space.
Yeah.
Brew Tech, who makes
cool coffee stuff.
Yeah. And then Van Made Gear, our buddy Simon.
Yeah.
Who makes these window shades for vans. So that's probably the only thing. Although this does serve a purpose because I use it to cover the bright lights.
Yeah.
On things.
So Van Can Do says ordered their Storyteller Mode LT on Tuesday. No, wait, I gotta get some applause up in here. Woo! Congratulations! So we have a Storyteller Mode LT officially on order. So as Captain Morgan said in our Instagram chat, they are limited, as in like I think what do you say, 90 they're making?
I don't know if that's
for the first run. I don't know, but yeah. So get on it if you want one. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And Heather saying congratulations to Van Can Do on their Mode LT.
I love that Van Can Do.
Yeah. Todd wants us to make it to Logan. So I don't think I wish we could make it to Logan, hang out more with the Warner Vans crew, but we are going to be hitting some of the parks and then going straight to Asheville for a wedding. But don't worry, we'll be back for the Flagstaff Expo.
And we're making content the whole way.
Yeah,
Chad says he's going to make a daily vlog. Is that going to happen?
That's my goal. So my goal, for those of you tuning in 2 weeks, so maybe what's that, the 19th or 20th? I'm going to try and do a daily vlog for maybe a week, maybe more.
Are you going to do it on your phone or on the cameras?
I think on the camera. I just feel like it's going to be boring a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, it don't have to be long.
Yeah.
If you guys a few minutes.
Want a glimpse into our awkward, horrifying daily lives, let me know and encourage me to
let's
do a
give
daily
a little
vlog.
bit of a preview. So one day we'll be going to get this van service. So anything could happen that day. The suspense is killing me. Then we're going to Yellowstone. That will be fun for people to see. Then we're going to Glacier. And then there'll be like 5 or 6 days when all we're doing is driving.
Yeah.
So that's going to be...
It's just going to be
boring.
me eating a party-sized bag of Cheetos, pretty much. That's the only... If I need to drive more than 5 hours a day, I need a party-sized bag of Cheetos, a sleeve of those kind of trashy gas station donuts, and then some Diet Coke.
And once he had a gas station burrito.
Never again. So it looked like we were doing some buffering on YouTube, but it looks like it's better now. Apologies. Let us know in the chat if it's still buffering a little bit. Internet on the road can be a little bit dicey, so apologies for that. We have a question from Thierry on YouTube. How do you guys manage the laundry task?
It's funny because this is one of those questions when people ask, it's like, it's kind of obvious, but it's a question I would have asked beforehand too. Maybe it's not so obvious. We go to the laundromat. Yeah. Just go to the laundromat, and we throw our clothes in, and somehow, after a while, they come out washed and folded. I don't know how it happens.
Yeah. Paul magically thinks our clothes just disappear and then reappear folded and smelling clean. So yeah, there's a secret to that. Oh, Where the Fin Goes is on Instagram. What's up, buddy?
What's up? I also saw the Fernways on there.
Ah, nice. The Fenimores?
No, the Fernways.
Oh, the Fernways.
Finding
yeah,
Fernway.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So something about van life is just you meet people, you make connections, you see them again on the other side of the country, you keep in touch. It's just a cozy, little fun family.
Yeah.
I love this van thing. All right, so it's after 8. I'm starting to wear thin.
Let's switch spots. I'm ready to keep
You're
going.
ready to keep going.
Yeah, come on, switch
I was
spots.
like, let's do 2 hours, and now All right, we're switching spots. Paul's getting in the captain's chair. He's gonna drive.
It gets hot holding him though.
Yeah.
All right. Beer's done. Ice cream's done. Ooh, the sun is setting over there, right in my face. All right. Do you have new lights on for the broadcast tonight? That is the sun that's shining right in my face.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll close
his
the curtain.
angelic glow.
But no.
We gotta plug these Showtime curtains.
Yeah, I got some Canyon Adventure Van Showtime curtain.
Look at that. Easy peasy, lemon
so much
squeezy.
nicer. All right. Go small, live large.
Hey,
Scott's here.
Scott is in the house on YouTube chat.
Better late than never. Looking good.
Hit up his channel, Go Small, Live Large, on YouTube. Our friend Scott, who is in a Travado, and he is going to do a fun adventure on Route 66, right?
Yeah, he's making some brand new, cool videos.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different for his channel, but we're really excited to kind of watch him go on an adventure, which is, I don't know, what we love about van life.
Yeah. We just had a request for more Orlando content. So maybe
that's what they meant.
Maybe we'll do a day in the life of Orlando. What do you think?
Someone wants a 24/7 Colorado or 24/7 Orlando collar cam.
Yeah. So I've been trying to convince Paul to do a 24-hour live chat for charity.
Not happening.
But I feel like it's going to get intimate real quick. You know, I mean, how can it not get intimate? It's going to get intimate. So get ready. But it'll be for charity. Like we could do it once a month.
Maybe.
You know, do something for a new charity.
Maybe. But I do like the idea. I did think, actually, so I'm glad the Crazy Freezy said it, of doing like a day in the life of a van life puppy.
That would be really cute, yeah.
Okay.
Can you get more over here, actually, for the Instagram camera?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
All right, so Jennifer says, what is your favorite mod, and what mod do you want most that you don't have yet? Sorry,
question.
Jennifer, we didn't answer this on Instagram. I did see it, but we were answering other questions. So, favorite mods so far?
There are two. There are a couple.
Sometimes I don't realize how useful things are until I think about life without them.
We started this. If you go back a couple months, we started this saying we're not going to get any mods. We're going to wait and see if we need something, and then all of a sudden we did. A couple months ago, we got hit with mod fever.
Yeah.
But all of the mods really came in handy.
Every single one.
The thing about living in a van is it's always the little things, right? It's like if there's a little thing that makes your life that much easier, then it's 100 gajillion % worth it. Yep. So maybe we should start with the vendors and break it down. So like,
we're actually gonna make a whole video about this.
About our mods?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, our 6-month update we will. But just a little preview. So Canyon Adventure Vans put in the GSS, which is our storage system.
In the garage,
and the CSS, which is the countertop seating solution, which are these kind of really neat fold-up seats where we can sit there and do work in the back. Also did this lagoon table that connects to the driver's seat, and that's nice because it's a bigger lagoon table. You can fully deploy this groove lounge, which is what we're sitting on, because you can move that lagoon table out of the way and put it in between the driver's seats. So when I'm doing that 6-hour drive, I'm pounding those Cheetos, those cheese curls, those donuts. I can rest all my goodies on that table. If you have no idea what we're talking about, hit up one of our YouTube.
No, just subscribe to the channel because but we will be making a video with all these mods in it soon. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Canyon Adventure Vans also, we got the Showtime curtain from them, which really makes it easy to close off the front. Mm-hmm. Al Vans, we got a
hitch step,
which
is really nice because the stock hitch step on the Sprinter, it's really tiny, it's really easy to slip off of, and it's only one side of the van.
It's small.
Yeah, the Al Vans hitch step looks freaking beautiful.
Looks cool.
You can, access all the roof, so I can zip up the roll-off on one side. You can sit on it. Really nice.
Yeah, we also got the suspension upgrade with them. We got the Van Compass 4.3. They installed that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Which is really nice off-roading. We can loosen them up. Or when it's windy, we can tighten them up. Yeah. And then Al Vans also added the Wii Boost.
Yep,
they did a great job with that.
And we're also thinking down the road of potentially getting, so Al Vans is really known for some of their rear kind of outdoor carriers, outdoor like boxes and stuff like that, cargo boxes, bike racks. We're thinking about getting one of their boxes to store some scuba equipment we can go diving.
So that's one of the mods we're thinking about getting. What?
I'll just make sure you're in the...
Oh.
Should I move that angle? It's hard doing 2 lives at once.
Yeah, I told you it's difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. E-Tron says, hey guys, love the channel. Was curious what you both think of the Happijack bed system based on your travels to some of the RV shows. I'm not familiar with that.
I haven't seen the Happijack.
Or I haven't heard
system.
Maybe we have. We just don't know what the name of it is.
Maybe.
So apologies.
Yeah. So Isabel on Instagram asks, "Will you be at the Dillon, Colorado Expo?" We will not, unfortunately. So sorry about that. We will not. But we are. The next expo we're going to is going to be the one in Flagstaff, most likely.
How will the LT heater work? No diesel. I'm pretty sure it's working off the gas.
Yep.
That's what I read.
If you go to their specs, the mode LT, you'll see it says it's a gas heater and heat exchanger, maybe. So I'm assuming they're going to use the gas to heat the coach and the hot water, which would be really cool. Because man, I hate propane. I hate dealing with it. When we were had a propane in our last van, regulator always broke. The gauge always said it was full, but it was empty, and vice versa. It was just such a pain, and you couldn't just swap out tanks. You had to go to someone that was licensed to do it, that had no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're done with propane.
Emily, $14.99 super chat. Thank you so
Emily,
much.
Y'all are so sweet.
Just because you three are so dang cute.
Oh,
darn cute.
Thanks, Emily.
Oh,
on
that's
YouTube.
so
Really
sweet,
appreciate
Emily.
that. Oh. So anyone who's offered a super chat can put in a request for a dance or a song. No one's taken us up on that yet, so let us know if you have any specific dance requests, and Paul will do it.
What? It's tough being a trophy husband, says the salty medic. Good zinger, all in good fun, Paul. I think that was one of my best.
That's a good one.
Yes. I should have CA tuned with winch installed next week to be a little more beastly.
Nice.
CA tuned is a front bumper, or they make front bumpers, right? Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
And rear bumpers, but that's like kind of what they're known for originally, I think. And he's adding a winch to get out of those situations.
The Crazy Phrases on Instagram ask, are we going to the Grand GNR, which is the Grand National Rally, I believe, which is Winnebago? I'd say that's a hard no on that, just because we're not in Winnebago anymore. But if you are going, please enjoy for us.
Have you had to make reservations to get into some of the national parks? We've been avoiding the national parks, as sad as that is, because of the crowds.
Yeah.
Although we are going to Glacier because we really just want to go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the main attraction, so to speak, at Glacier is going to the Sun Road. Going to the Sun Road. Which is supposed to be just a beautiful drive through Glacier, and you do need a reservation to get in. You do need a reservation to get on that road.
Yeah.
And they're all sold out for months. Like, I thought I was planning ahead. I'm like, oh, finally, I'm planning ahead. I'm gonna get the ticket, and I logged in, and there's nothing available for almost 2 months.
Yeah.
So apparently, you can still get in as long as you arrive before 6 a.m. And Chad and I are pros at this. We used to do this when we go into Disney World. We got this. We are going to get on that road before 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So that's the plan.
So speaking of Disney World, we love the theme parks. And so that's one of the reasons why we're going to Florida, is do some diving at the theme parks. There's nothing better when you're in a van. You can pull up at the crack of dawn if you want, hang out in your van. We've actually pulled up, I feel like, at like 4 a.m., went back to sleep, woke up, we're first in line for Disney World, got in, and when you're in a van in Disney World, you get the preferred parking, the oversized parking, which is right in front, hopped out, went to Galaxy's Edge. It's just so much fun. Disney World, Universal in a van, such a different experience than when you're just doing the monorails or staying at a resort. So.
Oh, right. Fine now.
Oh, we got a super chat on YouTube.
We'll get to it. I hope this was, how long ago? I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, we're buffering a little bit. The internet isn't the best.
So we answered that. I'm going to give Betsy a shout out. Which events are you going to in Flagstaff? The Overland Expo. I'm going full time in my Winnebago Revel, starting the end of July. Yeah.
Congrats, Jeremy.
We'll be there. Please say hi.
Yeah, we are going to be at the Overland Expo in Flagstaff, and if anyone is there, if you're interested, Storyteller should have the mode LT on display there, as well as the 2022 modes.
Rob says daily vlog would be questionable content, so yes, do it.
Yeah, I'm going to get very questionable and very, very explicit in my daily vlogs next month.
Paul needs to keep going to work off his sugar high. Okay, let me skip ahead. I want to give a shout out to the super chat, and then we'll come back.
So we have a super chat on YouTube.
Etron, $3.99
Etron.
super chat. Shiba Dog gifting a large bone, bowing respectfully. Oh, so again, for some reason the stickers we can't see them. So I appreciate the Shiba Dog.
Thank
shout
you
out
so
to
much
the,
for the super chat, Etron, and Orlando very much appreciates it. So
I like the dog / Dogecoin / Shiba Itsu coin reference.
So we'll use that for some treats for Orlando.
Yes. Okay. Oh,
Wanna sing?
it is something for Orlando.
Oh! 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 He's singing a little bit.
Speaking of which, Crazy Phrases on Instagram. Oh, big shout out to my brother on Instagram.
Oh!
But Crazy Phrasey said, what has been Orlando's favorite destination? I feel like there was somewhere recently where I was like, he loves this. He loves this. Oh,
where all the sheep were.
That was a nightmare.
When we were in Vail, we were surrounded by sheep that were just out to pasture, and he didn't sleep for a minute that night. He went nuts just barking.
He loves being outside. I took him hiking there away from the sheep. He loved it.
Yeah.
And he was in the mud. He loved it.
He's actually a surprisingly good rock scrambler too. Like,
yeah.
He's a good hiker.
So, did you see him?
Yeah.
We just did. Oscar Meyer. Whoa. Got the OG Oscar Meyer here. Says, have you guys contemplated an extra water tank or diesel tank if the spare tire was moved to the back door? Short answer, no.
Yeah, we haven't needed it.
We haven't needed it.
We haven't needed it.
It adds weight. If you're going long off road, I see the benefit of it.
Yeah.
But we haven't needed it.
We also tend to make water last even too long. Like sometimes I feel like I'm trying to push more water out so I don't have to sanitize it because it'll sit in there for like a month.
Well, don't push the water out. You might hurt yourself.
Such a fool.
Does a rear-mounted spare kind of undo the thrill of having such a short band? I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't add too much, and you're still going to get the shortness on the bottom, which is really kind of the more important, because you can still back over a curb. I don't know.
I don't think it does. I think it looks cool. It looks more badass for sure to have a tire on the rear.
Yeah. Do you guys ever camp in the Northeast? We have.
Yeah, I feel like the Northeast is kind of like the untouched, underrated area for van life in the country. Most people are out west, exploring the desert or the Pacific Northwest. But we were in, what was it, last year?
Yeah.
We were in New England. It was gorgeous. And there were a ton of boondocking spots we were able to find that aren't on the map. But we kind of just experimented a little bit, took some risks, and it really paid off. Like we boondocked like right under these amazing lighthouses, right along the coast, right in Bar Harbor on the water. And I feel like there it's not so packed with vans that you don't have as many cops kind of pushing people along.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. Really nice.
Does Canyon Adventure Vans make a wall-mounted Oreo dispenser? I feel like they could.
I feel like they could. If anyone could do it, they could.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd want to be able to push a button and just have it shoot into my mouth.
It would have to be, the best place for it would be near the driver's seat.
Yeah.
So when you're driving, you're just like, push a button. Oreo.
Yeah. So for those of you just joining on Instagram or YouTube, we're live from our van. If you have any questions about van life, particularly if they're questionable questions, let us know and we will answer them.
All right, we got some insider information here. Stonation says, Storyteller Overland designed their own bumpers too. I think those are the ones that are on the Beast.
Nice. So
Learned that today
Overland.
from Brent, who designed it. Yeah, so Storyteller Nation, for those of you who don't know, is a podcast run by our friend Younghwa, and she interviews storyteller owners, the owners of the company. In this case, she interviewed the designer of the Storyteller Overland MODE, the whole model, floor plan, and that episode will be releasing sometime. I don't know when, but check that. I think she's on Apple and all the major podcasts. Where you listen to podcasts.
Hey, my friend Freddie from my old high school that I went to is on Instagram Live. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Sterling says, are you guys into the Marvel universe? If so, what do you all like? Surprisingly, no. We haven't gotten into it. I mean, it's very surprising because I'm like a huge kind of geek. I love Star Wars. I do like Spider-Man, but I'm not even caught up on that. So
honestly, between Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, we have enough to talk about and read and watch and obsess over.
I feel I could definitely get into it. I think that's part of what I'm afraid of because it's pretty big now.
Is anyone watching The Bad Batch, by the way?
You know what? We did watch we watched like the Black Panther.
Yeah.
We really like that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And
we can't watch too much. Like I feel like especially Star Wars, we're watching Clone Wars and The Bad Batch, and they're just getting super confused.
yeah, I feel like Star Wars is confusing enough because like to an outsider, I can imagine someone saying, "Where do I start?"
Yeah.
But at least it's somewhat linear. I feel like with Marvel, because there's so many like offshoots, like single films, and they all come together, and then they go apart and they come together. Like, where would I even start? Like, so Sterling, where should I start? We have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
What should I start with?
Let us know.
Yeah. Okay. I knew you guys would like our new hat. Enjoy. Who's Ryan? Who's Ryan? What does he mean by that?
Right. Does Ryan work for Storyteller?
Maybe. Do you know Ryan as Storyteller?
I don't know if I know.
I know
Ryan
everyone's
as Storyteller.
nicknames.
Yeah. Ryan, are you from Storyteller? Let us know.
I do.
Let
like
us know what
his
your
new hat.
nickname is.
Ryan.
Oh wait, maybe.
I'd feel
Wait, is
bad.
Ryan? Oh my gosh! Wait, is Ryan the one of the guys who worked on our van in service? If you're that Ryan, let us know.
I'd
'cause
feel
we gotta
really
thank
bad
you.
if we met you and I don't remember. Yes, Captain Morgan says yes. He works for Storyteller.
Yes.
I'm a little red in the face. I'm so
Can you
sorry.
wait? You gotta put your face up as your avatar.
I'm much
Was
better at
Ryan the
faces.
guy who
let me skip
met
ahead,
with
let me see.
Angie? Did we meet you with Angie?
Oh yes, maybe.
Yeah. Y'all are so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
So Storyteller, one thing that you guys might not know is their service department is, so most vans, if you buy like a Winnebago or Thor or something like that, you know, if you want service, sorry, someone's coming up to the van right now.
Man, it's
Okay, he's just
sketchy.
walking by. So most RV manufacturers, they kind of send you to service departments. Like, so if you buy it at a La Mesa, you go to La Mesa for service. Storyteller, you actually can interface directly with them. They have an app. You can schedule appointments, usually for like the next day if you want. You can talk to people from Storyteller directly, and they actually can walk you through some different solutions. But their service department there, Angie, is Ryan
And
the
Ryan.
guy that I work with?
Ryan.
Yes, Ryan. Ryan needs a nickname, y'all. Captain Morgan, you gotta give Ryan a nickname.
No, it's Andrew's job.
Yeah. But y'all are so sweet, you know, and just really do good work. We're just
Yeah.
love you guys.
But yes, we do love the hats. So
Yeah.
the Storyteller hat. So thank you.
So
super
sweet.
cool. Yeah.
So
Okay.
sweet.
Mooch Doc
Chez
Chez
moi at my house.
Oh.
Chez moi.
I don't know what that means. Chamois?
At my house in Cape Cod. We would love to. Let us know where you're at in Cape
Yeah.
Cod. We'll probably come back again sometime soon. But yeah, there was this one spot where we boondocked right on the water in Provincetown. It's awesome. Had a lot of fun.
What is it? Ryan was
Fitting dude, no? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come up. If anyone has got a good nickname for Ryan from Storyteller, let us know.
Okay. We are looking at the Storyteller Beast Mode. Thank you for your videos. It helped us out a lot. Decided on the Storyteller direction.
Nice. Congrats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast Mode is so dang cool. It's got all the bells and whistles for sure.
Yeah.
And we
These
appreciate
are kind of
the
like
love.
the Beast stripes because they go
Yeah,
like
those
up.
are.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and if you have any
Big shout out to
questions, so
Ryan.
we're on YouTube Live right now, answering questions, but also Instagram Live. If you're on there, feel free to drop a question.
Yeah, and guys, would really appreciate it. Just saying, if you give the video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
'cause-
We have 108 viewers right now on YouTube and only 67 thumbs up, so gently tap that like button if you will.
I wouldn't say only. I mean, that's a lot of thumbs up.
That is a lot
I'm
of
very
thumbs up.
appreciative.
Yeah, I do
of
appreciate
all
that.
the appreciative.
You're right.
I'm very
Appreciative.
appreciative
Yeah.
of the 70 now thumbs
You're
up
right.
that we got.
That's so sweet.
Haley
I don't know
Bird.
how. I don't know. This is our first time on Instagram Live, so I don't
I
exactly
think
know
they
how
can
it
heart
works.
us. They can give us hearts.
Really? That's sweet.
All right. How do you find places to stay overnight? I'm poor time planner, so are we. I would like to try van life, but I would struggle with having to find a place to park every night.
Yeah.
How do you plan ahead?
So
We
we don't plan ahead at all, and so we've like the last thing you want to do, especially when you're boondocking in the woods, is what are you looking at?
I'm saying you can pull out the app.
Oh, yeah. But the last thing you want to do when you're boondocking in the woods is find a spot at night, especially if you don't have a nice lighting package like the beast mode comes with. Because we've actually woken up on the side of cliffs, you know, been like, holy crap, thank God we didn't drive over this cliff. But what you can do is you can use the apps on the phone, as Paul was saying. You can use Seeker app, which is a great one. iOverlander, also another one. We probably use those two primarily. But we also just have gotten better at using Google Maps, at kind of following our instincts to find places, especially when boondocking in cities. We probably do a little bit more of that than most van lifers do. I feel like a lot of van lifers like to be deep in the woods, which we like to as well. But I don't know, growing up in cities, we kind of like the food, the culture, exploring, so we do a little bit more, I guess you could say, urban boondocking. But you just kind of, after a while, you get used to it. You look at crime maps, you do some research. Instagram's great. The Storyteller Facebook group is great. We share coordinates all the time. So, yeah.
Okay. Sterling says for the Marvel universe, you start with Iron Man 1, which actually I have watched. I really like that movie. If you want to do it in order of movie release, but for canon purposes, I'm not going to try to say canonically, start with Captain America 1, which I've also seen and really like. So I have seen more than I remember.
All right.
22 films, and 3
Wow.
more to come by year's end. Are
Goodness
at different
gracious.
times, yeah.
So the Crazy Freezies on Instagram ask, what's Paul's favorite tech product for the van? Roof rack cameras, hotspots, Apple Watch? What do you say? Favorite tech product?
I mean, just the hotspots because that gets us online.
No.
I think that's great. Can't beat that. Yeah, we do have some cameras in here now, but maybe I'll
Our
make a video about
microphones that we never use.
Microphones.
Yeah.
What
Rode
microphones?
microphones. They're really nice. Those are
Oh,
really
those
nice
are,
microphones.
yeah. But we use those during the expos.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are great. I use them.
Oh, yeah, for your...
Sorry I'm late.
Right.
What did I miss? I ate a pint of ice cream. Chat had a beer.
Several.
And we answered a lot of questions. Shout out from Montreal, from Tom and Mike. Hey, Tom and Mike.
What's up?
So
So Haley from Instagram says, what's the favorite place you've been thus far? Want to shout it out on 3?
okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yep. Second favorite?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Voodoo
Disney
Dolls.
Close. So we actually went to Yellowstone with the Crazy Freezies, one of our caravanning partners that are in a Travado. It was just so magical. So we went to Yellowstone right as they reopened. So all of the animals were used to not having humans around, so they were right on the road. And the best, so we did kind of all the tourist things like Old Faithful, all the different geysers and hot springs or whatever. But the best place and time we had in Yellowstone was just when we pulled off onto the side of road of Lamar Valley, had some lunch, and literally just waited till the animals came to us.
Yeah.
We saw bears, bison, elk, foxes. What else did we see? Moose. We saw moose.
Coyotes.
Yeah, we saw tourists chasing a bear that was chasing more tourists. So
Yeah.
we might try hit Yellowstone again. I'm afraid it's going to be really packed, but we'll see. We may go again.
Yeah.
Rusty says, "What's up from Boulder, Colorado?" on Instagram.
what's
Nice,
up?
not too far from us right now.
Todd says, what apps do you use to check in and make public spots? We use Seeker and iOverlander. Overlander?
iOverlander.
Shout out to Todd, who actually contributes to the apps.
Yes.
Because we're not always the best about doing that.
Yeah, we should.
He gives back.
Yeah, Todd give back.
Appreciate the heads up. I wonder if the fab culture and community of Storyteller Overland could somehow come to include other non-Storyteller Overland Class B vansters.
For sure.
Oh,
so,
the van community.
yeah,
Or
so-
fab or van?
fabulous. Yeah, our fab culture.
Oh.
So, yeah, the culture in Storyteller Overland community is great, but it's also very accepting. So, at our big mode meetup, and that actually, Family in the Van is on Instagram. Speaking of the mode meetup, what's up, guys? So, at the big mode meetup, there were vans in there that weren't storytellers, and we had a lot of fun with them. So, Storyteller community isn't exclusive to storyteller owners or storyteller wannabes. You know, if you see a storyteller on the road, just flag us down and we'll hang out with you for
Yep.
sure. And if you're just joining in on Instagram, we're live on YouTube as well. Hit us with some questions. I'm petering out.
Yeah, my sugar's running out.
I feel like my first beer is great, second, third, fourth, and then after a while it just kind of
My sugar's... Oh, that sugar's kind of worn out. Got a sugar crash.
My lips are very dry.
Sugar
So we're
crash.
going to wrap this thing up. Any final questions or comments, particularly if they're questionable, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, it has been a pleasure
Thank you guys.
being with you guys tonight. So Sunday, we have a video coming out from a van we did a tour of at the Expo that was built on the Transit. It's a really cool van. So check that out on Sunday. The following week is my birthday, so we may not be going live for that. I'm not sure. But stay tuned if you want to see some really awkward, explicit daily vlogs that I'm going to try sometime in the next week or two. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more questionable van life content.
Thanks, guys, for everyone who sent a super chat as well. That's really kind of you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Very sweet.
You guys, like, especially like our regular viewers that tune in, you know who you are. We appreciate you guys so much.
We love hanging out with you guys.
We just love hanging out with you guys. You know, and the reason why we did this is because, I don't know, we felt we wanted to connect with the community more, and we're so grateful for you guys. We really are.
Yeah.
A couple more questions to wrap this up. Gas mileage. We always get this question and we never know how to answer it because we never monitor it. I would ask it in the Facebook group because people there probably monitor it more than we do. So I'd hop on over to the Storyteller Facebook group and monitor it. Let's see. So Paul asks, is it Seeker, the app for finding places to sleep? So it's Seeker, S-E-K-R. S-E-K-R is the name of the app. Yeah, take care. Thanks again. Oh, Brad says happy birthday. Yeah, so sweet. Really appreciate all of you guys. This is the first time we went live on Instagram while we were live on YouTube. So let us know how that experience was for you. It was a little bit interesting for us. We may or may not do it again. But take care, guys. Much love to you all. And we will see you sometime soon.
Next week.
Yeah.
Oh, next week we might actually be busy.
Yeah, next week we might not. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see you
We'll keep you guys
very
posted.
soon. Yeah, hit the bell notification because we may go live again randomly.
Follow us on Instagram.
Oh yeah, follow us on
We're
Instagram.
gonna be posting stuff only on Instagram now.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
Like this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, follow us on Instagram too.
Yeah.
All right, love you guys.
Wait, one more thing. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to kill you. All right, later.
Bye, guys.